The African sun beat down on the savannah. A young elephant calf, barely more than a few weeks old, stumbled through the tall grass. He was alone. His mother, victim of poachers seeking ivory, was gone. This was Jumbe, a name meaning chief in Swahili. Little did anyone know this orphaned calf would become Jumbo, the world's first animal superstar. His story, however, is not one of triumph, but of tragedy. Captured and torn from his home, Jumbe began a long and arduous journey. He was shipped to Europe, destined for the Jardin des Plantes in Paris. He was a curiosity, a spectacle from a far-off land. But Jumbe, now renamed Jumbo for the European tongue, was more than just an exhibit. He was intelligent, sensitive, and yearned for the companionship he had lost. The bustle of Paris, the crowds that gathered to gawk, did little to ease his loneliness. He was a shadow of the magnificent creature he was meant to be. His spirit, however, was not yet broken. Fate, it seemed, had other plans for Jumbo, plans that would see him cross the English Channel and into the hearts of an entire nation. London, 1865. The air was thick with coal smoke and the clamour of a bustling metropolis. At the London Zoo, a new arrival was causing a stir. Jumbo, the young African elephant, had come to town. His size alone was remarkable, dwarfing the other animals. But it was his demeanour, his gentle nature, that truly captivated the public. Children, wide-eyed with wonder, lined up for the chance to ride on his broad back. Even Queen Victoria herself took notice, her own children enchanted by the giant creature. Jumbo was a sensation, his fame spreading far beyond the confines of the zoo. He was more than just an animal. He was London's darling. Newspapers chronicled his every move. His image appeared on everything from postcards to biscuit tins. Jumbo was the world's first animal celebrity, his image synonymous with wonder and exoticism. But his time in London, idyllic as it seemed, was not to last. A controversial deal was struck, one that would see Jumbo shipped across the Atlantic and into the hands of a showman. The sale of Jumbo in 1882 sent shockwaves through British society. How could they sell their beloved Jumbo? The public outcry was immense, petitions were signed and protests erupted. But the deal was done. P.T. Barnum, the American showman known for his extravagant circus, had purchased Jumbo for the then exorbitant sum of £2,000. Barnum, a master of publicity, knew exactly what he had acquired. Jumbo was not just an elephant, he was a global icon. He was a marketing dream, and Barnum intended to use him to his full advantage. Jumbo, paraded across America as the greatest elephant on earth, drew crowds larger than any Barnum had ever seen. His life in the circus was a far cry from the relative peace of the London Zoo. He was trained to perform tricks, to entertain the masses. He was paraded across the Brooklyn Bridge, a publicity stunt meant to demonstrate its strength. Jumbo, the gentle giant, had become a commodity. The constant travel, the performances, the sheer exploitation took their toll on Jumbo. He was weary, his spirit slowly being crushed under the weight of his own fame. His keeper, Matthew Scott, though seemingly devoted to Jumbo, profited greatly from the elephant's popularity. Whispers began to circulate, questioning Scott's motives, hinting at a darker side to Jumbo's story. Then tragedy struck. On a September night in 1885 in St. Thomas, Ontario, Jumbo was struck by a freight train. The news of his death spread like wildfire, plunging the world into mourning. The outpouring of grief was unprecedented for an animal. But in the wake of the tragedy, questions lingered. Had Jumbo's death been a tragic accident? Or was there something more sinister at play? Some whispered that Scott, perhaps motivated by greed or fear of Jumbo's declining health impacting his earnings, had deliberately led the elephant into the path of the oncoming train. The truth, shrouded in mystery and speculation, was never fully uncovered. Subscribe for more incredible stories from history's most notorious figures.